Hello everybody, Mr. Pilgrim here coming at you with the third video in our Platinum Trophy Guide for the Shadow of the Colossus remake. In the last video we had managed to defeat the next 6 Colossi, getting to number 10. Now we're going to be heading to number 11, and like always the new method is I'm going to be showing you exactly where they are on the map instead of just showing you the direct path, just to save time, and you can also see exactly where I go. So yeah. Anyways, I will see you once we are now at the next Colossus. Alright, now as you guys can see, I'm just up here on the north section of the map. There will be a giant ruins off to our right that we will eventually come back to, but for now, you're going to be heading down this giant little hill area, cave, whatever you'd like to call it. This will lead us to the next Colossus. Pretty straightforward path, nothing too crazy to have to follow. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Actually, no, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did. Definitely a dark area. As you can see, though, climb up. You have to jump over, and you'll have your cutscene. From here, it's best to immediately run over here and just pop up a bit. This will cause the colossus to knock down that stick. Make sure that you swap to your hand. And then you are going to want to climb back up and then relight it. This will actually cause the colossus to be afraid of you. You're just going to want to work him backwards all the way. Eventually, he will fall. Weak spot. So now we can equip our sword again. Here you can make a daring jump onto his back. Gotta be in the right angle, of course. course, he likes to move around a bit, so if you can, get one single stab in. And then from there, you should be alright. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, that was weird. Probably one, maybe two more, and then this will be over. There we go. And that'll be the 11th colossus defeated. Now, like always, you will get the Guardian and the Pit trophy, and then we're going to move on to the 12th colossus, which will be actually in the same direction, but not as far up north, and then eventually to the right. Like always, I'm going to show it on the map, so I'll see you then. Alright, as you guys can see, we've made it to this little area. It'll be a kind of reservoir, dam kind of thing that you will have to maneuver around. Not really maneuver, it's just already right here. Eventually you will have to go down into the water and then head inside this area. You'll know you're in the right place because you'll see these giant stone little shrine statues floating in the water. And then once you make it to the middle, you'll have this cutscene. So all you're going to do is swim to the first one. Alright, so now that you're here, you basically just want to come chill here. It will eventually just come over to you, and then what you're trying to do is climb up onto it, or if you can, swim around it and climb up its back onto its head. Either one works, it's really your choice. I remember I spent a lot of time trying to do this, and I just swim right here between its little armpit, and then you can end up behind it. Just gotta hug it very tightly. But once you make it up here, all you're going to eventually do is hit its head, or hit these teeth-like protrusions, This will steer the Colossus in the direction that you want it to go. You're basically trying to get it back to one of these shrines, and then eventually what will happen is it will hop up. Where it's supposed to. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. And then eventually you get behind here, and then it should jump up, revealing its weak spot, like so. You will have to do this 2 times, sadly. Then you can jump here. As you'll see, and upon doing so, it will end up destroying the statue structure. It's gonna kind of look at me like I'm crazy. But from here, now that you know what to do, it's nothing much different than doing it the second time. I'm now going to skip to when I defeat it, save some time. So then I will see you then. Alright, and just like that, defeated the 12th Colossus, and you'll get the Thunder of the Lake trophy. Like always, I'm now going to skip to the next Colossus, which will be kind of towards where number 6 was, at the south side of the map, so I will see you once I am there. Alright, now as you guys will see, we're right here between number 6 and number 1 in the desert area. There'll be the rings and all that. You'll need to find this very specific circular stone structure here. And you will have your cutscene. This will require the use of aggro and your bow and arrow. What you need to do is you need to simply shoot the air pockets that the Colossus has, and that'll cause it to come down onto the sand. This will probably be the more finicky fight, as you will have to try and jump onto its wings, as it sometimes likes to be a bit annoying and randomly just steer out of the way. And you can just sometimes also get knocked off. It's always nice. So yeah, this will definitely take a couple tries, as you'll have to do this multiple times. And if you aren't fast enough, eventually it will ascend into the sky again. And you will have the weak spots here. It will try and turn and shake you off. You can maybe get 2, maybe 1.5 before it goes back into the sand. the last one will be here all the way at the back. Maybe we got really lucky. I have a feeling I didn't, and he's about to head under. Yep. Come on. We got it. And just like that, we got the 13th Colossus defeated. That... No? What? I was robbed! Okay. Anyways, now, it'll descend into the ground, and you want to be a little careful. You'll want to wait, and then you'll just want to try and jump off if you can. Otherwise, you can sometimes take a lot of damage. But you'll just have to rinse and repeat. Instead of having to do the first two symbols, you'll just have to run back to the third and get that one. So yeah, like always, I'm now going to skip to when I actually defeat the Colossus, and then we're going to move on to number 14. Alright, and there we go. We finally defeated the 13th Colossus. This will give you the Signs Amidst a Storm trophy, and now we can move on to number 4. This one will be up a little more northwest of number 9, so left side of the map, and I'll see you there. Alright, now as you guys can see, I've gone a very weird path, but eventually it will lead you around to this cave. And once you head on through, you will be in the area for where the 14th Colossus is. Like always, aggro has been a pain. But from here, you can just follow the path. Like always, these are pretty straightforward, nothing too out of the ordinary, or any weird areas or things you have to specifically do. This one will probably take you the longest to defeat because it is similar to number 11, as it is a smaller Colossus and it's a puzzle that you have to figure out. And it's not really a puzzle, it's more or less just doing very specific things. So you'll finally make it to this area. And you can just basically head down. As you see, there's the Colossus just chilling, waiting for us. So you immediately want to just jump up here. And you're just going to be following this path. For now, the Colossus can't really do anything to you, which is good. Once you get onto these giant cylinders, he can actually hit them and cause them to fall, as you'll see like so. It's best just to be more like hanging on to it, or if you can, be up on top. His AI is sometimes a little buggy, but we can always goad him with an arrow, try and get him into action. There we go. You'll have to do this a couple of times during this fight. As you'll see right here. all you got, buddy? Like always, if need be, get him into action, you just gotta make him a little mad. You'll then basically just be jumping from one pillar to another. I'd say we're about halfway there. Come on, man. There we go, there we go. Like I said, getting him angry kind of fixes his AI to do what you need him to do. But we're almost there. Just got a couple more to go through. What? Oh, man. Thought we were doing this, man. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, from here, gonna just jump here. I'm gonna be careful here as he will eventually take this tower down, I believe. I could be wrong as it's much sturdier than normal. Come on, we're almost there. There'll be a small cutscene here. Surprised you don't get hurt during this cutscene at all. But now you're just going to come back over here. And then eventually he should finally hit this down, revealing soft back high. And similar to number 11, this one will... There we go. So from here you can just jump onto him normally. I do say normally, but sometimes the game is a little finicky. But from here you should be able to... There we go. Nope. Come on, there we go. This one likes to shake a little more than the other one does, so just be careful of that. Man, he's really taking me for a ride. Come on, come on. Alright, let's get back off you. One more should do it. Oh. Now one more should do it. Still let me. No, probably not. So now we're going to just repeat this one more time. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. That'll be the 14th Colossus defeated. That'll get you the shield of the Colossus. Now from here we're going to head to the 15th Colossus, and then that'll be the last one we tackle in this video for very specific reasons. So now I'm going to switch to the map and show you exactly where he is. Alright, now as you guys can see, I'm up at the top right of the map, and here's where that giant monument creation that I pointed out earlier when we were heading to number 11 is. To reach this area, when you get here, it'll be a little confusing, but on the right side there will be a small little rock that you can find that leads to the middle. You don't have to jump over anything to get to that, you can just run up on aggro to it, and from there you're basically just going to head all the way here and you'll get your cutscene. This one can be a little confusing for some people, so don't worry, I got you. All you're going to want to do is lead him over here. You'll want to stand on this little piece. Want to be careful about him swinging his weapon, of course. But he'll eventually come right here. He'll then step on the little piece that we are on, and then you'll move out of the way. Like so. Not the one we wanted, but we can still use it, I believe. Yes. So from here you'll head up, and then you want to just stand kind of right here. He'll eventually swing his weapon at you, knocking some of the debris above us down, hopefully. If not, you can just fire an arrow at him. This should do the trick. There we go. No, come on. Maybe we're not in the right area for it to work. There we go. You'll just roll away at the last second. Now you'll be able to jump up. Then you'll want to actually head over this way. And you'll want to head to this one that's more centralized of the fighting area. From here, you'll once again want to have him. Come on, buddy. You got this. You'll want to have him attack this bridge. That way you can actually... Here we go. Now we can actually make the attempt to jump onto him, because normally he won't walk underneath it. Best thing to do when you first jump on him is, instead of actually going for his head, to come over here to his arm. There will be a spot to stab specifically. You can kind of, similar to others, drop down, which will cause him to drop his weapon move. But while that's going on now, he'll be working on trying to get you off his shoulder, which gives you time to go for his head. You'll notice that eventually his head symbol will disappear. Actually, no, it's not. My bad. There we go. Now it will disappear. So what you want to do is you're basically going to try and fall down his arm in a way that allows you to get to his hand, because that is where his other symbol is. Try and shake you off, but he won't ever really slam you down. And this will be the 15th Colossus defeated. Pretty easy, just a little bit of maneuvering him around the arena to do things. But once you do that, you get the Valley of the Fallen trophy, and that is going to do it for part 3. The reason why we're doing it like this is so will come into play in the 4th video. I'll go into more detail about it, but for now, I will see you all in the next one. I hope these guys have been helpful.